All right, look, everyone says wedding photography is dead. The market is too saturated. Couples don't pay anymore. And iPhone cameras are just good enough to take photos, right? I'm Sab, head of marketing at Weblingo. We've helped photographers generate over six figures through our system. And I've spent personally the last year watching wedding photographers blame the market while some are still booking 30 to 40 weddings a year at $4,000 to $8,000 price points. So what's different? Well, the market didn't die. It's simply that buyer behavior changed and you did not update your approach. Let me walk you through exactly what shifted and what to do about it. When photographers say the market is flooded, they're talking about something real. The barriers to entry dropped. Anyone can buy a decent camera and start shooting weddings. So when a couple starts looking for a photographer, they see 50 options that all look basically the same. Similar portfolios, similar promises about capturing their special day. And when everything looks identical, people default to comparing price. And that's why you're losing bookings to someone charging $2,000 or even less when you're charging $4,500. Not because their work is better, but because the couple could not tell you apart, so they went with the cheaper option. Now, the fix isn't to lower your price. It's to stop looking like everyone else. You need to pick a specific lane and own it. Not just I shoot weddings. That's what everyone says. I mean something like luxury editorial weddings or candid documentary style or timeless family first or Catholic traditional ceremonies or micro weddings, right? With 30 guests. Pick one thing and make it obvious. That's what you do. Then give people a specific promise that they can picture. Not that you're capturing beautiful memories, something concrete, like the turnaround time, or that they won't be stressed, or that, your prints are very good, that you'll help them pose better. Okay, so then you get testimonials that specifically mention your promise. Whatever you're telling to your potential clients as your unique selling point, you need your testimonials to emphasize that. If you have quick turnaround, the testimonials should say how fast they got their photos. Generic great photographer reviews do not help. They need to prove that you deliver what you're claiming. When you do this right, you're not competing on price anymore. You're the photographer who does this specific thing very well. Couples who want that will pay for it. Trying to appeal to everyone makes you forgettable. Now, let's talk about what's happening with their budgets. Weddings did get smaller. Guest counts dropped, and couples are spending less money overall. That's not photographers complaining, that's just a reality. But the mistake photographers make is either holding firm on their $5,000 full day package and watching inquiries disappear, or panicking and offering discounts. Now, both of those situations lose. What works is meeting people where they actually are with an offer ladder. Your bottom tier is a micro wedding package designed for small weddings, not your full day package cut in half as a discount, an actual product for 30 to 50 guest weddings. 4-hour coverage, for example, 200 carefully edited photos instead of 800, delivered in 1 week instead of a month. Priced this profitably for what it is, maybe $2,000 to $3,000 depending on your market. Middle tier is your core package. Let's say 8 hours, full gallery, standard turnaround. This is your main offer. Then your top tier is premium. Everything in the middle plus album, second shooter, rehearsal, dinner, coverage, for example. Engagement session, you can include next day sneak peeks. And for couples who want the complete experience, this is what you offer. Now, when someone with a $15,000 total wedding budget contacts you, they don't immediately bounce off your pricing. They see the micro option and realize that they can afford you. When someone with a $50,000 wedding contacts you, premium gives them somewhere to spend. You're not chasing budget couples, you're just creating options for different situations. Single package photographers lose half of their inquiries because there's no landing spot for smaller budget. Alright, phone cameras. This one frustrates me because photographers act like it's game over, right? Phones are so good now. Why would anyone pay me? Well, because weddings aren't Instagram. A phone can take a great photo when everything is perfect. Good light, nothing moving, unlimited time to get the shot. But weddings are the opposite of that. harsh sun at 2 p.m. for outdoor ceremonies, dark reception halls with terrible yellow lighting, timelines running 2 hours behind schedule, 50 family members who all need to be in different combinations of group shots. Phones fall apart in these conditions. But couples don't automatically understand this. They see beautiful iPhone photos on social media and think they're covered. So you have to explain to them what they're actually hiring you for. It's not better image quality in perfect conditions. It's someone who can handle chaos and still deliver consistently. Direction when the timeline falls apart and no one knows what to do next. Light control when the venue's lighting makes everyone look sick. Consistency across hundreds of photos, not just 3 good ones that their friend captured. And certainly that they'll actually get usable photos of the moments that matter. And that's what phones cannot provide. No phone is going to manage your family portrait session when half the people are late and the other half want to leave. No phone is going to fix the lighting when your reception venue looks like a cave. Your job is to communicate this clearly. Stop showing pretty portfolio photos and hoping couples connect with the shots. Show the work you do. Put side-by-sides on your site of harsh overhead light versus controlled light. Show what chaotic family photos look like versus organized portraits done in 10 minutes. Talk about timeline management and how you adapt when things run late. Build this into how you describe your process as well. Instead of saying that you'll photograph their wedding, explain that you'll guide their portrait time and help plan their timeline so nothing feels rushed. And that's the true value. That's what they're paying for. Certainty that it will actually work out. Now, here's something that's gotten worse. And that's trust. Couples are more skeptical than they used to be, and honestly, it makes sense. They're spending $3,000 to $6,000 on something they can't see until after their wedding. High-risk purchase with no way to test the product first. So of course they're careful. They shop around longer. They ghost more often. They try to negotiate. And it's not because they don't value photography. It's because they don't fully trust you yet. Now, showing a nice portfolio isn't enough anymore. You need what I call a trust stack built into your entire inquiry process. Put full wedding galleries on your site, not just your best 30 photos. Show complete weddings so people can see exactly what you deliver from start to finish. Make your process transparent. Explain what happens from the moment they contact you to when they get their final gallery. No mystery, no gaps. Now be specific about turnaround time. Don't give a range like 4 to 6 weeks. Tell them that they'll get their full gallery in 30 days, and if you're late, they get $200 back. Concrete and backed by something real. Address that what ifs that people worry about. What happens if it rains? What happens if you get sick? What's actually in your contract? Put this stuff on your website in plain language, not hidden in a PDF that they have to request. Then get reviews everywhere and make them visible. 20 Google reviews minimum. A handful on the Knot or Wedding Wire. Put them on your homepage, your pricing page, your Instagram bio. People read reviews before hiring anyone or anything now. If you don't have visible reviews, you're losing bookings before the couple even reaches out. This whole trust stack removes the perceived risk that makes people try to hesitate or try to negotiate your price down. You're not being difficult, you're just making it easy for them to trust you. Let me talk to you about response speed, because this one's costing photographers more bookings than you realize. When a couple starts looking for a wedding photographer, they message multiple people, usually 5 or so. Whoever responds first and builds momentum usually gets the booking. Not the best photographer, not even the best portfolio, just whoever made them feel like things were moving forward. If you're responding in 24 hours, someone else already had a full conversation with them by then. You need to respond in 5 minutes during business hours. Not manually, because that's impossible. Set up an auto reply that triggers when someone fills out your contact form. Include a pricing guide, quick overview of your process, and a calendar link to book a call. That's your instant response. Then if it's during business hours, you follow up personally within 10 minutes. Not a long email, just got your inquiry, happy to answer any questions. Here's my calendar if you want to chat. Keep it short and make it easy for them to take the next step. After that, run a simple follow-up sequence over 2 weeks. We made a video on it, you could check it out. With a follow-up sequence, you're not being pushy, you're just staying on their radar while they make a decision. Most couples don't book immediately. They're comparing options, they get busy, your email gets buried. Following up is not annoying, it's just reminding them that you exist. Photographers who send one email and wait lose to photographers who stay in touch. Last thing I want to cover is price resistance. When couples say they can't justify spending that much on photos, it usually means you're selling hours and deliverables. $4,000 for 8 hours and 6 images. That sounds like a commodity that they can price shop. They'll compare you to every other photographer and pick whoever's cheapest. You need to stop selling inputs and start selling outcomes, not 8 hours of coverage and 600 edited photos. Talk about the photos that they'll actually print and hang in their home, not files that sit on a Google Drive forever. Or portraits where they look like themselves on their best day, not some awkward stiff version they don't recognize. Or a calm photo experience where they're not stressed about timelines or wondering what to do with their hands. Those are outcomes people can imagine wanting. They're not comparing your hours to someone else's hours anymore. They are deciding if they want the specific result that you offer them. Then you just add a simple risk reversal that's specific and believable. Something like if you deliver their gallery more than 4 weeks late, they get $200 back. Or if they're not happy with their album redesign after the first draft, you'll revise it until they love it at no extra charge. Make it concrete so they know exactly what happens if something goes wrong. This removes the final bit of hesitation because now they understand the value and they know you're backing it up. Just listing what's included and hoping they see the value does not work anymore. You have to frame it for them. So let me tie this together. The wedding photography market did not collapse. Couples are still getting married. They're still hiring photographers. What changed is how they shop and what they expect from the process. More options means you need to differentiate yourself with specific positioning. Tighter budgets means you need multiple package options, not one take it or leave it price. Better phone cameras mean you need to sell the things phones cannot do, like direction and consistency and certainty. Lower trust means you need visible proof throughout your entire inquiry process. And shorter attention spans mean you need to respond faster and follow up consistently. Price sensitivity means you need to sell outcomes that they can picture, not hours and file counts. None of this is complicated. It's just updating how you operate to match how people actually buy now in 2026. But most photographers won't do it. They'll keep running things the same way, keep blaming the market, keep losing bookings to photographers with worse portfolios. You don't have to be one of them. And if you want more insights like this, I send one email every day to my private email list, all from working directly with photographers and seeing what's actually working right now. Links in the description. I'll see you in the next one.